From the coffee beans for your morning brew to the phone that's probably in your hand right now, there's this huge invisible network that makes it all happen. But here's the thing, that network, the global supply chain, it's under some serious strain. So how is AI stepping in to fix it? Well, let's dive in and find out.
Have you ever had this happen? You go to the store or you're shopping online, and that one thing you really need is just gone. It's so frustrating, right? And it's happening all the time. But it's not just a case of bad luck.
You see, the real reason is that the old ways of managing all this stuff, the inventory, they're just breaking down. They were built for a much simpler, more predictable world. And let's be honest, that is not the world we're living in anymore.
All right, so here's what we're going to cover. First up, we'll look at why the old supply chain is so brittle. Then we'll jump into the 3 big jobs AI is taking on. After that, we'll get into this wild concept called a digital twin, peek into the future with the thinking supply chain, and wrap up with a little reality check on the challenges still out there.
Okay, let's kick things off with the core problem, the brittle supply chain. We're going to see exactly why the old playbook just doesn't work anymore. So for decades, right, companies basically just looked at last year's sales to guess what people would buy this year. But in a world with viral TikTok trends, global disruptions, and, us changing our minds all the time, that's like trying to drive a race car by only looking in the rearview mirror. It's just not going to work. Today's supply chains, they need to be able to predict the future, not just remember the past.
And believe me, the urgency to fix this is crystal clear. Just look at this chart. The amount of research being published on AI and inventory management has pretty much quadrupled since just 2021. This isn't some niche academic interest. This is a full-on race to find a solution.
So, where does AI come in? How is it actually supposed to be the answer? Well, let's break down the 3 biggest jobs it has when it comes to fixing all this.
It really boils down to 3 main things. First, figuring out what people are going to want to buy. Second, controlling how much stuff you actually have on hand. And third, classifying all that stuff in a smart way. Let's tackle them one by one.
Okay, first up, demand forecasting. Now, the old way was basically a mix of spreadsheets and, gut feelings. The AI way, it's a total game changer. It's pulling in real-time data, and I'm not just talking sales figures. We're talking satellite images of store parking lots, what people are saying on social media, even global shipping movements. It uses all of that to predict what you'll want to buy, sometimes even before you know it yourself. And the result? Way fewer empty shelves, and way fewer warehouses just packed with stuff that nobody actually wants.
All right, next is inventory control. And this is a really tricky balancing act. If you order way too much, you're just burning money on storage. But if you order too little, you lose out on sales. It's tough. But AI-powered systems, they can run millions of simulations in a flash to find that absolute perfect sweet spot. And number 3, inventory classification. I mean, think about it. Not all products are created equal, right? You're not going to manage a box of paper clips the same way you manage a pallet of high-end electronics. AI helps automatically sort through thousands of different items using all kinds of criteria, so companies can put their time and money where it really, really counts.
And look, the research totally backs this up. This keyword analysis here shows that the experts are absolutely laser-focused on these exact areas. So, what's the big takeaway? AI isn't just some fancy add-on. It's being put to work to solve the most fundamental core problems that supply chains have.
Okay, so we've seen how AI is tackling these core jobs. But now let's talk about one of the most powerful tools that makes it all possible. It's called the digital twin. So what on earth is a digital twin? Okay, imagine this. A perfect virtual copy of an entire supply chain. I'm talking every single factory, every truck on the road, every warehouse, all of it, living inside a computer. And get this, it's updated in real time. It's basically a living, breathing digital model of the real thing.
And the advantages here are just huge. You can spot a traffic jam in your supply chain before it even happens. You can try out brand new strategies without any real-world risk. You can ask, what if a major port shuts down? Or what if this new product suddenly goes viral? With a digital twin, you just run the simulation and you get the best possible answer, instantly.
Honestly, the best way to think about it is like a flight simulator, but for your entire supply chain. Just like a pilot can practice for any emergency imaginable in a simulator, a manager can use a digital twin to stress test their whole operation against pretty much any future you can think of.
But here's the catch. A simulator still needs a pilot, right? So the next big leap is to give the supply chain a mind of its own. And this leads us to the idea of a thinking supply chain, one that's built on something called cognitive resilience.
And this quote right here, it really gets to the heart of it. The goal isn't just about recovering faster after a disaster hits. No, it's about sensing that disaster is coming and adapting before it even happens. It's a huge shift from being reactive to being proactive, or even preemptive.
Now, this is a really important distinction to make. Simple automation, that's just an AI following a pre-written script. Cognitive resilience is completely different. It's a partnership between a human and an AI. The AI senses a potential problem, flags it, and presents it to a person who then uses their experience and judgment to make the final call. You get the best of both worlds, lightning-fast analysis from the machine and that crucial intuition from a human.
Okay, so this all sounds pretty amazing, I know, but we've got to be realistic here. This kind of transformation isn't going to happen overnight. There are some really big challenges still on the horizon.
For starters, AI is incredibly hungry for data. And not just any data. It needs massive amounts of clean, high-quality data to work well. Then there's the black box problem. A lot of these complex AI models, they'll give you an answer, but they can't really explain how they got it. And that makes it really tough for a manager to trust it. And finally, let's be real, this stuff is expensive and super complex to set up in the first place.
So really, the big takeaway here is the journey we're on. We're moving away from a world of just scrambling to fix problems after they've already happened. Instead, we're heading towards a future where our supply chains can actually predict issues, collaborate on solutions, and adapt intelligently before things go wrong. And all of this leaves us with one last, pretty fascinating question to think about. As we start handing over more and more control to these AI systems, are we just building a faster, more efficient version of the same old machine, or are we on the verge of creating something fundamentally new, a supply chain that doesn't just follow orders, but one that actually thinks?